a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, show and proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling. We love those guys. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always.
Rolling on one. Rolling on one. Ready? And rolling on one.
Rolling on the river.
Rolling down the... Okay. It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. Okay. With me as usual, my best friend in the road? My best friend in the world, the gray-headed goat himself.
ChatArmsTV.com.
They're going crazy for the gray-headed goat.
They are, dude.
Volume 2, bitches.
Yeah, volume 2 is
available now. Just like that. Chatty Bobby back on y'all's neck with the pressure. I love it.
Big pressure, baby.
Big pressure. Volume 3 is already slated for later release.
November 15th, baby.
Fun fact.
It's already done, you bitch.
So now, with that out the way, September 20th, Gray-Headed Goat, Volume 2, available now everywhere, all streaming platforms, multiple videos across YouTube also. The Chat Arms TV is flooded right now. But also, Volume 3 is now on the horizon. So mark your calendars. That date is
November 15th.
November 15th. You get Volume 3. So stay tuned for that. But that's not the focus today. The focus is Dos. Gray-Headed Goat Dos.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. I had a Dos Equis the other day. Fun fact.
How was it?
It was fucking horrible.
That's what I heard the consensus was.
But I'm not like a big drinker guy no anymore. You know this. And I that day was a beautiful day. Went out to Dixon, Tennessee. Fun fact, to film multiple videos for Show and Prove Entertainment. One consisting of Tin Man and Chat Arms. Another featuring Tin Man. That particular morning, I woke up and wanted a beer, which is so weird for me to say, considering I consider myself someone who doesn't drink. I literally tell people that. I don't drink. But, yeah, I purchased a six-pack that day. I drank half of one, the first initial, like, crack of a bottle, and then poured out the rest because I just let it sit around and get warm. And I thought that was, like, a green light to double back and get a second one. Shout out Double Back, available now. And, yeah, I missed again, man. I think I drank the whole thing entirely just because I wanted to consider myself a man that afternoon.
What made you go with Dos Equis?
I wanted something. I almost wanted a Mick Ultra Lime, right?
Okay.
And they didn't have it. So the next alternative would have been Bud Light Lime, and I've never been a fan of the Bud Light Lime. I just wanted something with like a lime-ish kind of. It was just a nice day, bro.
I like the hell out of some key lime pie.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
I could give the first Fiddler's or the first Frog's fat ass about a fucking beer.
Okay. Sorry, noted.
I'll enjoy a nice slice of fucking key lime pie. Yeah,
I get it. But
nobody liked the Dos Equis. Wee Wee was like, "This is weird."
It was horrible. Yeah. Tin Man had one with me as well, and Tin Man was the initial taste tester with me. You know what I mean? Like he stepped up and was like, "I'll take one too." And Tin Man, just like myself, is not like a big enthusiast. Like we just don't drink a lot, and it was just a perfect day for a beer. And I missed when I picked the Dos Equis. I got the green too, if you're wondering.
Yeah. Well. Now you know not to fuck up like that again.
I guess so, and I guess it's true to the fact that I don't really do the drinking shit.
No, I don't. I mean,
the thought of like a regular beer that day, like as soon as I woke up, or like I didn't wake up like a raging alcoholic, just want alcohol. As the morning progressed, I was like, you know what? I think today's going to be a day I want a beer. But the immediate thought of like regular beer, like Bud Light or like like regular beer. It was never a thought in my mind.
Yeah.
It was always just something sort of like, I didn't want a seltzer. I wanted like a lime beer. and I missed. But anyway, we shot multiple videos that day, though, in reality. 10 Man came up from Georgia, rather. Yeah. Booked a full day session out with Wee Wee. Shout out Wee Wee. And, came out swinging. I know there was some features recorded out there that day, new records recorded that day. We shot a fucking movie. Can I say for what?
Yeah.
For an upcoming single from 10 Man featuring my good friend Chad Arms called Running Laps. And let me tell you guys one thing. This song is crazy. We could have shot the video back the day we shot the video for Carry On. It was literally a toss-up about which one we were going to shoot it for.
Yeah.
And we elected to go with Carry On because that was right along the release of Great Headed Goat Volume 1, Volume 2 available now. And I'm so glad we prolonged that choice because now we have upgraded our equipment tremendously.
Yeah.
And we are shooting fucking movies. And the first of which, when does that drop? September 27th. So that comes out next Friday.
Yeah.
Chad Arms TV. Y'all know the channel. But Change Up.
Yeah.
Part 1 was the first one we shot with our new equipment. And even from that day, fast forward a week to when we shot Running Laps with 10 Man, just dramatic increase of, man, shit's getting real. That's all I can say. I'm so anxious for y'all to see these visuals. But shout out Chad Arms and 10 Man. Change Up Part 1 was, as you guys know, a part of Great Headed Goat Volume 1.
Absolutely.
Available now.
A lot of people's favorite.
A lot of people's favorite. That's what I was going to say. That's why we kind of went back a little bit. And plus, Volume 2, available now, has Change Up Part 2. And
No, Change Up Part 2 is on Volume 3.
Oh, great. Perfect. That's even better. That lets y'all know how much new music's in my inbox from Chad Arms right now. But in reality, it's a dope setup for us to go back a little bit and hit y'all with one more single from Volume 1 right when Volume 2 drops, because like Chatty just mentioned, on Volume 3 there is a Change Up Part 2, and there will be a visual for that as well.
Yeah.
We're just in movie mode, man. We're shooting visuals for every fucking thing right now, and that's an exciting time. How many do you think we're going to get off Volume 2 visuals?
Well, when this is dropping on the 20th, we just on the 6th we dropped the first single with me and Jamwayne Leaves. That single's out, and then on the
crazy video,
the 13th,
shout out Carlton Banks,
we did a visualizer for a song me and your boy Dirty have, which is my favorite song on the album. Poison and Pain is produced by Trainwreck Kenny.
Fun fact.
We dropped that one on the 13th, which was last week, and then today the album drops. And right after this episode on Chad Arms TV,
facts,
the music video for Great Headed Goat, which is the intro for Volume 2,
all facts,
will be out.
Drops. What time does that drop? 11 a.m. So as soon as this is over, we're going to keep the spot under an hour today too. So that gives you guys time to go get that new download, Great Headed Goat Volume 2 from Chad Arms, and then switch over to ChadArmsTV.com or Chad Arms YouTube channel and catch the premiere of Great Headed Goat. The visual, who shot that one, Chatty?
So Chance shot it.
Chance, Candy Corn Chance.
Yeah, shot at Candy Corn Triple C. And Legacy edited that one.
Shout Legacy Adams.
And we can go straight into the Great Headed Goat 2. So,
yeah, that's why we're here.
The intro, track 1, all the Great Headed Goat installments are going to be 10 songs each time.
Okay.
So this one obviously is 10 songs like Volume 1. Track 1 is Great Headed Goat. It's called Great Headed Goat.
Yes.
Or GHG. It's produced by Dub 3030.
Facts. Shout Dub 3030.
And the crazy thing about this song is it was the last song I recorded for Volume 2.
Yep.
Because I had something else in plan for Volume 2, and I was like, Volume 2's missing something. It's missing the
intro.
Thumping ass intro track, like No Biggie.
Yeah, No Biggie.
Or,
Chad's always been a home run hitter when it comes to these intros, though.
Yeah,
that's something that we definitely try to emphasize as far as like track structure. Like the intro's got to hit as an intro, like Focus or the intro or not Focus, but the intro for Joe and Jerry.
Troy and Emmett.
You know what I'm talking about, the song intro. But as soon as that beat starts, like we all knew that was the intro for the album. Like it all just, like Chad says, it's got to make sense. And when like you were saying, go ahead. Great Headed Goat.
So we shot the visual for Great Headed Goat that y'all are about to see here shortly. We shot that at this rented space close to where me and Chance live. Mostly just a white wall backdrop, and then they had a couple other cool backdrops and scenes. We shot all of it there on the iPhone, and then Legacy edited just like he's done with Chosen and several others. Yep. So that one is available today, but the whole album's available today, but that video will be dropping here shortly.
11 a.m. ChadArmsTV.com.
Absolutely. I love that track, and I did way more features on this volume 2, which that's going to kind of be, I'm going to kind of switch back and forth. Each project's going to have its own little vibe to it and theme to it. The first one I did, I want to say I had 4 or 5 features. This one I have more, but the majority of these songs were recorded right after I did that show in North Carolina in July, because I linked with a lot of artists I've been wanting to link with for years.
Facts.
So
yeah, we've talked about that a little bit too.
Yeah, so track 1's Gray-Headed Goat. Track 2 is Leaves featuring Jam Wayne.
Available now.
Produced by Killa on the beat. Killa has become Killa and Dub for sure.
The go-tos
are the go-tos. I'm trying to get some more tracks from Wee Wee. We talked about it at the studio. He did a lot of production for me and One's first 2 projects, and we want him to do a good amount for volume 3 as well. Rick and Russell, I should say.
Coming soon, motherfuckers.
Yeah. But Leaves, I love that track, man. This whenever I pitched one to Jam Wayne, me and him, are become really close buddies, and it's dope to be able to bounce tracks off of each other. And when I heard that beat from Killa and I came up with that track, I was like, man, this I need Jam Wayne on this one.
Yeah.
So I sent
Fire record.
Yeah, and we
visual available now too.
Working to try to figure out the visual for it, and we shot it down at the farm, and it turned out great.
Yeah, it came together perfect.
Yeah.
Available now. That's over on Jam Wayne's channel, by the way.
No, it's on ours.
Is it on yours?
Yeah, it's on
ours. Wow, okay. Fun fact. Sorry.
Yeah, when this
Chat on
drops,
CB.
it's probably at 100,000 while this drops. Just
Flex.
the trending that it's going, because it's at 50 when we're shooting it now. So people are really flocking to that one, man. And salute to Banks and Jam and all the Jam's homies.
Shout out
Coondog, Chap, Bo.
Yeah. Shout out to the crew.
Yeah, man. Bama Beast Mafia for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where we're at now.
So track 3 is a really dope song with my boy Hard Target. Now, me and Hard Target have been wanting to work with each other for years. We've had mutual respect for each other. We've just never crossed paths. We've worked with a lot of the same people. At that show in North Carolina, I finally got to link up with him, meet him. We talked, shot the shit for a minute. And he was like, man, I'd love to work with you on some music. And I've been wanting to work with Hard Target.
Yeah, Hard Target's dope.
Like, oh, bro, that's dope. So after that show, he shot me like 4 songs or 3 or 4 songs, and I cut verses to all of them.
Is it the Down song?
This one is Down Goes Frazier. Absolutely, yeah.
Fire record.
So we've got 4 songs that we've got. And this is probably my favorite one. I love all the ones we've done. But it's a really it's got a hype vibe to it. We could definitely see it being like walkout songs for people for sure. Boxers or UFC fighters or
amongst other things. But it's one of those repetitive songs that it'll stay in your fucking head all damn day. Jen will admit that, because she's told me that after we've departed ways or something for an afternoon, she'd be like, I'm still singing fucking that Down Goes Frazier shit.
No, for sure. And Hard Target,
talented individual,
super talented dude, producer, engineer,
good guy too,
vocalist, rapper. But he raps on this song, dog.
Yeah,
he says some really dope shit, and his hook's really catchy. And I was glad to finally be able to link with him and do a song. I think at some point he's going to put this song on one of his projects as well. He just dropped a new album that's really, really dope. Y'all go check that out. It dropped last week.
Shout out Hard Target. I'm a fan, dude. I met him I was Chad, after introducing himself or meeting Hard Target later that afternoon. I showed up later that evening, and Chad introduced me to Hard Target. Great dude, man. A solid guy. I'd love to have him on the show soon enough. We spoke about that day, but at the same time, I was familiar with his music a little bit, just with my affiliation with Chatty, etc., and had seen him perform once before, I think.
Yeah.
But didn't get an opportunity to speak to him that night, so it was great to finally meet him and speak to him at a Black Mountain, North Carolina show. What was that show?
That was the Soul of the South.
Soul of the South show. Great event. Like Chad said, it was a great event to kind of connect some dots and get some of these collaborations in line for y'all. But
no, for sure, man. And that's something.
Down Goes Frazier's a dope record, though.
Yeah, Hard Target's album's called Indecisive. It just dropped. Y'all go check it out. It's really dope.
I have to check that out.
All those guys that he's got at Trailer Made Records are all good people, and they're all super talented. So shout out to Hard Target, man. That's track 3. Track 4 is a track I've been sitting on for almost 8 months. Probably it's me and Joe Tyler. It's called Itchin'.
Shout out to Joe Tyler.
So Joe Tyler is booming right now, obviously. Anybody that's following the genre, Joe Tyler, Kingery, King Ego, all those guys, Joy Band, they're all Tennessee Grizzly. They're all really making a good little wave for I want to say the new school, because they're younger than us. They're probably 6-7 years younger than us, but they're really killing it now, man. And Joe did a really dope hook to this dub beat that I had been sitting on for a minute, and it was one that I've just kind of figured out where I wanted to go with it. I'd love for me and him to shoot a video to it. He talked about it, but he's got so many singles mapped out already. We're just trying to work it in.
Yeah,
but
he moves a little different. You know what I mean? Sure. Just based off his the way he's more of a. I don't want to say more of a, but he's a content driven rapper. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
That's the move. That's the wave now. Like
it's
same
definitely
with
the
Ego.
Yeah,
same with
for
King
sure.
Ego. And
shout out to both those guys.
No, for sure. But Joe killed the hook on this, man, and Dub produced this one, mixed and mastered it, and I love this record. It's just a really dope hype record. It's called Itchin', like I said, and that's featuring Joe Tyler, track 4. Track 5 is a really dope song, man. It's a song with me and Simple Man, who I think is one of the coldest rappers in the genre. Man. And one of my homies, like me and him have gotten close over the last couple of months, especially since the show in North Carolina. We talk, weekly, and we've got several other songs that are finished as well. But he is a super talented rapper, bro. If anybody remembers a few years ago when Broadnax did the challenge where Simple Man is the one that won that.
Facts.
He's really talented. He's super down to earth, dude.
That was when I became familiar with him initially.
Yeah, dude. He's a beast, man, from Georgia, and he's got a new EP out called The Coldest that's really dope.
I haven't checked that out either.
Yeah, he's part of Trailer Made Records with Hard Target and those guys.
That's what I listened to on the way home. Either that or the Hard Target.
Yeah, he's featured on Target's album. Like they all, they're just like, it's like they're like show proof. You know what I mean? They all got a really dope stable of like artists, and this song though is
the Simple Man song.
Yeah, it's called Whole Pie, and it's like I want the whole pie, motherfucker, piece of one. Like I want, I'm trying to get as much as possible type shit. We had it to a specific beat. There was a mix up with that beat with me and Killa and my homie BJ, the DJ. So I was like,
shout BJ, DJ.
Yeah, it was just one because me and BJ buy a lot of beats from Killa. Killa's where we're from. He came up with BJ, so we all kind of are intertwined. Well, we ended up. It was another track that we wanted to do with it, so he swapped out the beat and did a whole other beat with it, and we like it even better this way. So, I love that track. It's simple, snaps on it. It's a dope song about just grinding and getting out, going and getting as much as you can, and not settling, basically.
Gotcha.
And Simple did his thing on that, man. So, and of course, Dub mixed and mastered that one.
What number was that?
That's track 5.
Okay, so we're halfway there. Volume 2 available now. Go get it.
So, and what I purposefully did on this album is the first 5 songs I wanted to be very high energy songs, and that's the way that they are. I mean, you're talking Gray-Headed Goat, Leaves with Jam, and then you got Down Goes Frazier with Hard Target, Itchin' with Joe Tyler, and Whole Pie with Simple Man. They're all really like high energy tracks, like And then we kind of try to switch it up a little bit. Track 6 is a song I've been sitting on for almost 3 years with SMG Jimmy.
Shout out SMG Jimmy.
And it's called Serpent's Eyes.
That's the motherfucking homie.
To show you how long we've been sitting on this song, he sent me this song.
Did you say circumcised?
Serpent's Eyes.
Sorry.
No, I didn't say circumcised.
I just wanted to make a joke.
I hope I didn't say that. I may have said circumcised.
Shout out SMG Jimmy.
We should have called it circumcised.
Keep going. 3 years.
Yeah, so the first time Jimmy was on the podcast, which was the Table Days, so that goes back. I mean, it was 2022. I want to say it was early 2022. Because we had like hoodies and shit on.
Yeah.
So, but he sent me a handful of like songs with open verses on them.
Yeah.
And I thought they were all dope. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with them because I was recording Dedicated or whatever it was at the time.
Dedicated.
And when I was going through Gray-Headed Goat like ideas, I was like, man, I forgot I got this one, SMG Jimmy I ain't never written to.
Yeah.
And then it just worked out great, man. I love that song, dog.
Shout out SMG Jimmy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
the homie, man.
Yeah.
Ever since that first initial sit down, that's been a really close friend of mine.
No, he's good people, man. And we've got another one. Me, him, and Simple Man got another one that they're gonna let me get on that they said we could use for one of these. That is super.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. And we'll have Jimmy. I speak to Jimmy often. We'll have him back on the show soon enough, as soon as he's back in Nashville or whatnot. But that's the homie. But I'm excited for the world to hear that record finally too.
No, I love that one, man. And it's a song like the way I took the song was like the serpent size, like it's like
circumcised.
You know what I mean? So like I looked at it as like battling drinking because at the time that's what I was battling. So it was like that's kind of the way I went with mine, and I think it turned out really good.
Yeah, definitely.
And then track 7 is Draw 4. That's myself, Squints, King Ego, and Tennessee Grizzly. Okay, so produced by Killa on the beat again. This one was a fun one because this was not even supposed to happen. So
It really wasn't.
I sent a completely different beat to Ego. It was a dub beat to Ego.
Facts.
And Ego was like, man, I want to do some hype shit. You got some hype shit? And I sent him a beat from Killa because I got a Rolodex to Killa beat. So I sent him one of them, and he's like, oh, yeah, this is the one.
The beat for Draw 4.
Yeah, for Draw 4. So when we get over there, Squints was coming over there. You was coming over there just to shoot footage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Ego was already working on a verse, and Grizzly came over there, and I came over there. We were all just writing verses on the spot to it. And then when Squints came over there, you just decided you got on it too, right? It wasn't planned though. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I think their plan of attack initially on that song was let's just write verses, and if anybody comes up with a hook, we'll get into the hook, but let's just start writing. So everybody was kind of like just sitting around writing, but was no like theme to the record realistically, like nothing like that. So everybody's verses were kind of going off in their own direction, and then once these guys literally said we could do like the no hook or whatever, I kind of just started writing.
No, yeah, and it turned out really dope, man. It's just all four of us rapping back to back to back to back, and
Yeah, like a cypher record kind of.
yeah, it's
you know
definitely
what I mean?
which I haven't done one of those in so long.
It's been a long time. It's a real short record, 2.5 minutes, barely, if that.
Yeah.
And but you guys know me. I don't jump on many records, but I love the opportunity when it presents itself for me to do these type things, and especially with Chad and with Ego and Grizzly. Like it was one of those had to be there type things for it to happen the way it happened. Came together great, and the storyboard we have for that visual, which when this is out isn't out yet, but it's coming, and that's shout out Chatty Bobby for that idea he had for that. But y'all should see a visual eventually for that record.
No, we'll definitely get a visual for Draw 4. And we actually shot one, like a studio footage
Facts,
for a
we
visual,
did.
and it just didn't turn out how we wanted it. So we were like, let's do an actual video.
Facts. That's 1,000,000% accurate.
So that's
Forgot about that, but yeah, that's accurate.
That's happening for sure.
I just keep begging Chad to be in a rap video. I've never got to rap on camera. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So anytime y'all see me featured, I'm begging for the video.
if we can get the visual the way I was thinking, I think it would be really cool.
It's gonna be cool.
It's one that nobody's ever done.
It hasn't been done. It's gonna be cool. Maybe a little comedic relief involved, but it's gonna be dope. And now we like I said, we're in movie mode, man. All we want to do is shoot right now for basically everything. So
yeah, shout out Ego, shout out Grizzly, but
absolutely,
love that record, and Ego mixed and mastered it for me too. So shout out to him.
yeah. Shout out him. Shout out you. I appreciate the opportunity to jump on
Yeah,
that.
dude, it turned out really dope, man.
And it gets them off of me for a minute. They jump on me and
yeah. So the next one is another one that Killa produced, and it's one that is almost 3 years old as well. It is a song called Highlight Reel with me and Legacy Adams.
facts. This song is old as fuck,
Bruh.
but it hasn't been out since I've received this record. Fun fact, Chatty, this has been in my rotation since Colorado.
Love it. Yeah.
When me and Mark Gray went to Colorado is when I first got that record to see Jelly on the Beautifully Broken tour. So that was 2 years ago at that. So
I'm gonna find out.
probably had to beat 3 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna look because I'm gonna see when
But shout out to that record. Highlight Reel featuring Legacy Adams, Show and Prove Zone. But that's a monstrous record, man, but it's been tucked away for a minute.
Yeah, it's been 2022. Because me and Legacy did a little batch of songs,
Facts.
and Volume 3 is gonna have another one of those.
Oh, okay.
Me, him, and Simple Man. That's fire. To a Killa beat, just so to kind of give you a little Easter egg there. But Highlight Reel's fire, bro. Legacy did the hook and the verse on it, and it's fire, bro. It was before he even was with Show and Prove too. That's how old it is.
Yeah, that was right around when you just started working with them heavy. Like, shit, we were just getting into like video talks and doing like o.n.e motherfucker and like all those things. But yeah, that was when I went on the Colorado trip. I actually linked up with Legacy. Legacy pulled up on me and Mark, and they went to the show too. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, fun. Golly, that seems like forever ago.
Yeah, dude, but it's a really dope track. And shout out to Legacy for winning the Rundown.
Triple T.
Triple T's Rundown Season 2. He won a feature with a music video with Adam Calhoun.
Shout out Adam Calhoun.
I mean, my part of the prize package for that was an interview, which he would have gotten that anyway because he's part of the squad. But
Facts.
he got that. He's got like some beats. Producers are sending beats and stuff.
Dope.
So
Congrats,
and he won
Legacy.
$500 too. So
Hell yeah, cash at me.
yeah. So he shout out to Legacy, man. He's got a
New album available now.
yeah, Just for Fun out now. Voice of the Slums out now. He's got a lot of dope shit on the way too. He's got a new album he's working on. So
Big S&P.
for sure. That's track 8. Track 9, bro. I fucking love this song, dog. So when I was at the July spot, and I've linked with him before. I've met him at Justin's birthday bash. I've met him multiple times. Met back at the Rutledge. We've met
Who?
the Sticks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Joe
Shout out to
and
the
Sidney
Sticks.
from the Sticks.
Yeah.
They're the homies, man. Super good dudes. Super talented dudes.
Great performers.
No, for sure. For sure.
They
And
shake shit.
so just like Hard Target, when I was there, I told Cindy, I said, bro, we need to get a track together.
Cindy
He's like,
from the Sticks.
yeah, who does a lot of the producing and the hooks for them, and then Joe shoots the videos.
Okay.
So they kind of they do like we do,
Like we do.
Yeah. So
Everyone contributes.
Cindy sent me like 4 or 5 songs with open verses, similar to Hard Target, and I got one that me and one are going to do with them for Rick and Russell. That's going to be a banger.
Fire. Inside baseball.
Yeah, but then we did one. This one is called Bad Love, and it's sampling Prince, Purple Rain. This shit is so fire, bro.
Yeah.
And so when we did it, I was we were listening to all of them at the room at the hotel, like the weekend of the show, and I was like, oh, dude, these are fire. I laid my verse to that, and then he got Joe on the third one, so I got a feature. I got him and Joe both on the song.
Dope.
Cindy produced it. It's really dope, man. Love it. It's just about battle. It's like living for a buzz is basically the subtitle for it. So it's all about fighting demons, like with I love that song, dude. I hopefully we can get some videos. I'm supposed to be going down there at some point.
Where do they reside?
Like Atlanta, like Georgia area,
Gotcha.
like Atlanta area, I think. So I'm going to get down there at some point. We're going to shoot a batch of videos with them guys, and I think Target and Simple are going to come up and try to meet us, and us all try to get a bunch of stuff knocked out, at one time, when everybody's schedules can
Coexist.
yeah, for sure, because they're doing a lot of shows too.
Yeah.
But
Shout out
that's
to
track
those guys,
9, and the last track on the album is my favorite track, and it's the song with me and your boy Dirty, and it's called Poison and Pain. This is a complete curveball track because this is a rock track, really, with me rapping as a feature. Now, anybody that's familiar with Outlaw Nation and your boy Dirty, this dude can for real rap. Like, he can rap, but now he's doing country and rock and blends it all together. And he's doing really, him and Hitman both are killing shit right now with Outlaw Nation. And Dirty sent me same thing as Target. He sent me 4 songs with open verses.
Yeah.
And I loved all of them. I got to lay a verse to another one that he sent, but this one, as soon as I heard, I was like, oh, bro, this one's super fire.
And the visual for that is available.
The visual, it dropped last week.
Okay,
so
gotcha,
the single's been out for a week. We just dropped a visualizer to it. Me and him want to link up, but he's almost down in Florida. He's like deep in Georgia, like almost like Florida, Georgia area.
Shot Florida, Georgia line.
Yeah, shout out to them. But the song's really dope, man. And I love it. I love the whole message of it. I love the vibe of it. And it was produced by Trainwreck Kenny.
Okay. Shout out to Trainwreck Kenny.
Which I didn't mean for it to happen, but like Trainwreck Kenny was on track 10 of volume 1. He produced it and featured on it. And then he produced track 10 on volume 2 too. So
Dope.
shout out to Trainwreck Kenny. Shout out Dirty, man. We've got a lot more really cool. A lot of more, yeah.
Shout out Chad Arms.
Yeah.
And his gray-headed goat series. I think it's extremely impressive. The fact that you're just, in reality, we literally gave y'all like 6 Easter eggs for volume 3 and a few Easter eggs for Rick and Russell.
Bad Habits 2 is
Bad Habits 2 is in motion.
Yeah, we're going to
correct.
finish it up by the end
but
of the year.
literally on that phone sitting right there is the track list for volume 2, but also is the track list for volume 3. So don't, it's just, it's impressive to watch Shaddy when he's got his foot on the gas when it comes to this rap shit. He's in a completely different mind state, and it's interesting to see it all develop and us utilize tools that we haven't been able to use and do all these things to kind of maximize the potential of some of these records. I think it's been fun, bro, but it's gonna get even better.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is, man, with the Gray-Headed Goat series, like what we're doing with Change Up that drops next week, right?
Yeah,
that's from volume 1. We're gonna still try to find stuff to shoot from volume 1. I still want to shoot the one with Lex.
Sure.
You know
Brimstone.
So that's the cool thing about the Gray-Headed Goat stuff. It doesn't have to necessarily be
Well, we couldn't put them out that fast anyway.
Right.
I mean, the fact
That's
that
what I'm saying.
you're
Like,
releasing the
yeah.
projects too fast. The projects are a month out from each other. So with that being said, I mean, you got basically you got 3 or 4 weeks. If you ain't putting out 1 or 2 songs, or at least 2 a week, you're not going to be able to, you know what I mean?
So we're dropping the Gray-Headed Goats every 8 weeks, but then I'm dropping music videos every 2 weeks between that. Mm-hmm. So like and then me and one are trying to, I can say this because I know we'll have it done. We're going to try to drop Rick and Russell Super Bowl just like last year with Troy Nimmitt.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. We're fixing to start working on that too, man. When this is dropping, we probably already had a session or 2 for it. But
well, this drops on the 20th, so yeah, y'all have had because in reality, y'all definitely have had a session on it.
And one dropped a song,
Steppin'
strictly on his YouTube channel. Love that record.
Yeah, fire record. He's had it tucked away too.
Yeah, and when this drops, he's already kind of leaked a little snippet, but him and Jamwayne have a single called Go Crazy coming out.
We mentioned this to you guys on some of the content we did at South Fork, but the Go Crazy record, O.n.e featuring Jamwayne, that motherfucker's locked and loaded, and man, oh man.
They're fixing to shoot the visual for it at the end of the month, so that y'all can bet.
Look forward to that one.
For sure.
Just look forward to that one. Amongst everything else we mentioned, but that's one we failed to mention till just now. But that's an eye-opening statement when I think about that mixed with everything else we're mentioning.
Yeah,
it's exciting to watch. It's always been fun to be a part of Show and Prove, but here lately it's exciting times, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just glad. I'm glad to see everything rolling how it's rolling, man. And the way that I'm doing these projects, it's people are for me, it's easy because it's always how I've worked anyway.
Facts. All facts.
And now it's actually works to my advantage being able to do this because back then it was too much for people.
Yeah.
Now it's not enough.
Yeah.
I dropped Gray-Headed Goat Volume 1 and people were hitting me, when's Volume 2 dropping like a week later? And I'm like, well, it's dropping in 2 months. But
yeah. But most artists ain't even able to say that. So, I mean, again, it's impressive to watch, dude. It really is. But I used to get on the chat all the time about doubling back on projects so fast. It wouldn't give the consumers enough time to absorb what he just did, and he'd work his ass off for fucking 15, 16 records on CDs. We stuff these CDs full of fucking music, and then Chad's already back in album mode fucking 3 weeks later, and it's like, Bubba, slow down. But now the whole plan of attack is completely opposite. Now, like he said, it's never enough. Like if they miss the first one, they'll catch the second. If they miss the second, third's on the way. Like it's just
and even when Volume 3's out, you're still going to catch a visual from Volume 1 that pops up.
Facts. And then if you miss all that, you'll catch them on Bad Habits 2, or you'll catch them on Rick and Russell, or you're going to catch them on any of your other artists that have been featured on these on their projects. Like it's interesting to see Chad really focus on these type things that it's been long overdue for so long, and the Chad Orange TV content hasn't slowed down. It hasn't slowed down enough to where because we've replaced some of that content with the visuals that we're promising y'all every 2 weeks. Yeah. So and there's still going to be things trickling out that you guys won't expect or never seen, like behind the scenes footage from some of these shoots, or just random stuff that'll still be sprinkled in on Chad Orange TV. The pod's still steaming away. You know what I mean? We're still doing our fucking thing over here. We got some exciting fucking dates booked and planned that we pray to God every evening don't fall through on us, but that's a different discussion. But we're just always working, man. And to, anybody that walks around talking this Show and Prove shit, it's easily said and done. You know what I mean? Like we call it that for a specific reason, and that's we work harder than anybody. Yeah,
man. And like I said, one's dropping singles monthly. Leroy's got new stuff on the way. He posted the other day. He has a song with Jamwayne that's
big facts
soon. And then Tin Man's album, Two Sides to Every Story, is finished now. Crazy album. When he was here this last time, that's what we was doing, putting the finishing touches on it.
All facts.
He's got to get mixed and mastered. He's already got artwork. He's got everything done for it.
Ready to go. And he shot 2 visuals that day for the album.
And they're shooting visuals down there where he's at with him and NATO and
shout out NATO.
Films
shout
and
out shout out all those guys, man. Yeah. Shout out Tin Man for sure. Yeah, man. Always working. Legacy, same shit. Sprinkle. And then Chucky. Shout out Chucky Velvet. I don't want to say, let's just say in our S&P group chat, Chucky's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Somebody's here.
Oh, for sure. But like the main thing is, man, just keep the foot on the gas, dude. That's all we can do.
Got
keep the foot on the gas, and hopefully, we're going to be able to keep growing what we're doing. We're going to, because we're going to keep working. So it's going to just be inevitable. We're almost, we're closing in on that 100,000 subscribers on Challenge TV.
Man, Jesus.
Yeah,
that's crazy as fuck, right?
been
Where we at, 94, 93 and a half, something like
close
that?
to 90, close to 94.
That's crazy as hell.
We may be at 94.
How long do you think it's going to take for the plaque to get here? I've heard this takes like an enormous amount of time.
I'll find out, because your boy Dirty, again, shout out to him. He just hit 100K like last week. He's at like 102K now, but he hit 100K last week, and he said the plaque, they contacted him and said the plaque's on the way. So,
oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah. So
for some reason, I thought it was like, I'd heard people
6 weeks.
Yeah, bitch, in the past, like it takes like forever.
Banks too, because when Jam got his, they seemed to got theirs pretty quick.
Yeah, I'll say they got theirs real quick.
But I'm saying, like, as far as they got it shipped to him quick.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But Jam's about at 200 now. He's booming shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But the years it took you to get the 100K, that 250 will come so much faster.
Yeah.
And then that million.
And you got to think, really, man, the 100K has really only been like a 3-year journey for us.
Facts, all facts.
We were at 13,000 when we got the channel kicked back, but I don't even know how many of them were still around, because it was a number.
The channel was dormant.
Yeah, I posted like random songs in that 9-year period, but that was it.
Yeah, and you guys go back and you look at the history of the channel and see when it was established, et cetera. Like the date is there. You know what I mean?
New Year's Eve 2008. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And there was just such a huge pause in the middle of all that. Plus, the content wasn't the same content. Like it was completely different. Like it was, but it wasn't.
It was just behind
the scenes, day in the life. That's all it was. It was Chatty would wake up and hit record, and we just go. No hardly any editing.
No,
like nothing. We were just putting out Chad was just putting out the content. Always had that camera, bro.
We had that, and we had live show performances, because that's all there was. Because back then there wasn't social media.
No, not to the extent like this. There wasn't even. I mean, vlogging was like a thing, but it was like a structured vlog. Like it would be someone who was established and had like a platform to present the vlog on, etc.
Like a
website.
What I mean?
Exactly, bro. Man, it's so much different. But to fast forward to now, I love it.
And see, that's the thing too. Like when he was talking about earlier about I was putting music out too fast back then, and I was, because there wasn't social media or anything for people to even see it.
Yeah, or to get tired of it or have it on repeat. Like it was a physical fucking CD.
And it was Think
different. About that. It was a physical CD. So if you missed the initial 500 press copies we had, you're the only 500 people ready for the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the other people didn't even get their hands on it yet.
Thanks.
And then right around that time though is when digital music became like a thing.
I remember my first album I put on CD Baby that was going on iTunes was It's Not Every Day.
It's Not Every Day.
And shout out to Zach Crowell, who's the executive producer on Jelly's stuff now.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, like he's written countless number ones in country music.
Facts, all facts.
Sam wrote Sam Hunt, produced for Sam Hunt stuff, Body Like a Back Road, all that
executive producer for Montevello, the entire album. Enough said.
Yeah, for sure.
But he told us.
Back then he was like, man, we need to put your CD, because It's Not Every Day. Zach produced that whole, him and Jody Stevens, who's
all facts,
another huge country singer,
huge
country songwriter now. They produced the whole album, and I recorded the whole album at Zach's, and he was the one that told me what.
I was just gonna say, still one of my favorite albums Chaddy ever put out to this day,
for sure.
Start to finish. It's just like an amazing project.
I started working with Zach for Rapaholic, which was 2007. So like half of that album is Zach, the other half is just normal
Rapaholic.
Yeah, Rapaholic. Yeah, that's when I started working. Me and Brandon started going over to Zach's. It was 2006, 2007. And he was just producing.
Shout out Brandon
songwriting. Yeah, shout out Brandon. He wasn't songwriter or nothing, and then he started writing music, and then.
But was extremely talented back then. Like even from my eyes, like outside looking in, when Chad first brought me around Zach Crowell, he was a different individual. Like he had every fucking instrument he had instruments I had never even seen before.
No,
you know what I mean? And it was just like conversation pieces, wasn't it? He was like, he just got them because they played music and shit. Like it was different. Big boy studio, like you could tell like he was going to be something. And then fast forward to now, I mean, his discography on Wikipedia is fucking.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, you got to scroll on that motherfucker to fucking read all the shit he's done.
But
shout out Zach Crowell.
But he's the one that told me about getting on. And what's so funny is I got something sent to me in the mail the other day of unclaimed money from CD Baby, and it was like, I don't know, $100 or something. But it's from where you sent them your physical CDs, and they sold them.
Yeah.
It was like consignment.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
And it was money that they never were able to pay me out. And then for me to even access it, I have to give them my username, the email, and I don't even know what any of that is.
Of course not.
2008, 2009. So I was like, I guess y'all could just keep that $100, but it's just charged to the game. But shout out to Zach, though. That's where he's the one that started with that as far as solo stuff.
I remember Capo, too. Capo used to put us on that digital market, like explained that everything was going to go digital eventually. Shot concrete, Capo.
Yeah. And
it's kind of in front of it a little bit.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man, to see how things have changed and how it's constantly changing now. But we're on point with everything now. So
absolutely,
and we're gonna stay going with it. So if y'all haven't already, pre-order, or well, if you pre-order it, you got it now. But
thank you.
Well, yeah, thank y'all for the support, man. Thank y'all for streaming it. Thank y'all for downloading it, sharing it, liking it, commenting, whatever. We're about to end the episode, I think, but be sure. I'll put the link, or we'll put the link in the live chat. Go over to the premiere for Gray-Headed Goat.
New visual from Chad Arms available 11 a.m. right after the pod.
Yeah, sure.
Gray-Headed Goat Volume 2 available now from the hardest working man I know, Chad Arms, Gray-Headed Goat. Volume 1 also available now. Yep. Numerous visuals, like we said, will continuously be trickling out every 2 weeks amongst everything else Big S&P you guys see. Mm-hmm. We're always working. We will not stop. Yep. Yeah, dude, it's an exciting time. That's it, right? That's all we got.
No, yeah, we covered everything, man.
Yeah, this is literally like we literally teamed up today to come over here and just cover Gray-Headed Goat Volume 2. I mean, it's release day. We have to do this. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, in the past, we've had like weeks to prepare for album releases, et cetera, et cetera. Like we just did one of these for Gray-Headed Goat Volume 1. But we have to double back and remind you guys, we're still working. You know what I mean? Chatty sure. Especially. But you guys be sure, like Chad said, 11 a.m. this morning, chadarmstv.com is the move. Go check out that Gray-Headed Goat visual shot by Candy Corn Chance and edited by our good friend Legacy Adams.
Candy Corn Chance.
Yeah, I'm naming him, dude. Yeah. Triple C. Candy Corn Chance, bro.
Dude, he sent me a picture the other day about it, yesterday, about how he's in heaven. It was just all candy corn at the Kroger.
What a psychopath, bro.
Dude, he loves it, dude. He swears by it. I don't get it. He's just
I don't trust him. Ever since he he proclaimed his love for it.
I love him, and I trust my life with Chance, but I do not trust he eats candy corn. So not everybody's perfect.
Psychopath, bro.
We've all got our problems. Shout out to Over the Top as well.
Absolutely. Shout out Over the Top podcast available every Thursday.
Yes, and we was talking. Me and Tony and Chance were talking about. I mean, it's going to be a while because we're on episode 80, so. We're going to do episode 100 with you.
Okay, dope. Let's go.
I feel like every 50 episodes we'll do with you. It's kind of like a mile marker or whatever.
Fire. That's dope, man. Now, you guys came a long way, man. Congratulations. Over the Top, approaching 100 episodes.
We're closing in on
shit, it won't be long until fucking, I should say, hits 300.
I know, dude.
Right? We're at like 264 or 5 or so when this drops. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody's love and support and continuous support for the show, and especially Chad Arms being a part of it, and Leroy and One, and anybody else that's closely affiliated with us. Yeah, but we're always working.
Before we jump off here, man, any artists that are watching this that need visuals, holler at Squints.
Please.
The one on the 27th that drops next week is one that he did 100%. The one that's dropping today is before we upgraded.
Oh, facts. That's all facts.
27th with the change up video is the visual that Squint shot.
Yeah, that'll be the first visual y'all get from Chatty with the new equipment that we've been able to improvise and capitalize on realistically. And then running laps will be soon behind that. Cards live performance video. When is that dropping? Do we know?
I'll probably drop it like the first week of October.
Oh, so stay tuned for that. We have some live footage that we were able to have. I sorted through some live footage and was able to put together a pretty dope fucking.
It's a music video.
It really is, but it's a live performance video from Taylorville. So what is it called? Fuck, I don't even know.
Oh, South Fork
Music and Mud Festival. That's all it takes is a kickstart, and I can get it out. But pause. But yeah, that visual is also already locked, loaded, ready to go. We are working nonstop. You guys will stay tuned. Don't miss any of it. Be sure to subscribe right here to the new I Got Some Shit to Say podcast channel. This is the only place you'll catch full episodes for now. Stay tuned. And as always, y'all know Chad Arms TV's been the move since 06, and we ain't stopping for nothing.
No, and on the one last thing on the cards video, shout out to Mel, Jackie Moon, Menace, Lady Menace, and
Blue Collar Queen.
yeah, Blue Collar Queen
Miss
Bree.
Bree.
They provided the footage, and Squints whipped it up, made this shit look fire, son.
Yeah, it came together so good, man. I'm
it's
so
really
anxious
dope.
for y'all to see that. But amongst other things, and as soon as we get off here, we're right back to work and giving y'all more. So y'all know the move, man. ChadArmsTV.com, SideGuysShitSide.com. I'm Squint615. That's Chad Arms TV. Hey, let's get out of here, Chad.
Bow.
Bitch, we got views.